Everyone, it's Ikue. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence on this powerful day. Step 7, Pisces day in Scorpio. 7 represent intuition, senses, and whatever you sense it needs to be filtered through your boundaries and discernment so we can perceive intuitive receiving information correctly. So today is another powerful day, especially thinking that tomorrow is Halloween. Veil is already thin. So you can even say there's no veil right there between your spirituality and the reality. So whatever you're receiving is a truth. But again, let's use our discernment so we know what is true and we know what is not true for us. It's about you and it's about you deciding what is true. So today is October 30th, 2025. It's Thursday. How you guys feeling on this day? Let me grab myself psychic protection and sacred ritual. And I feel okay. Not too fabulous, but I will be after this live. And this is psychic protection. I love using this oil in every session, hands-on, and every live because it just allows me to cut any cords, right? And we have invisible attachment, entanglement with other people, and this is a way for us to kind of reset everything, right? And then because of our pattern, we create another entanglement if we're not be careful. And so this is like, this oil really helps me elevate and so that I can really just focus on myself. And that's what we have to do, right? At the end of the day, we can love them, love people, we can hold space for them, but we don't need to carry nothing. And that's something that I've been practicing every single day. Sacred ritual. And this is for the collective and for me as well. I love the smell and this divine, sacred. It just put me into the right mode. Right vibe. Create some heat. What it's like for you to receive message, right? We're constantly, like most of the time, all the ideas that come up, we're not thinking, we're receiving thoughts per se, right? And considering that energy, today is a Pisces day and tomorrow is Halloween. It's a great time to connect with our ancestors, but all the messages are already there and available, but they were coming in like no filter. But we use our fascia as a filter and use our discernment so that we can receive messages in the most productive, expansive way, right? Because there's no right or wrong to ideas and thoughts, but it's really about, does this idea serve me or does this idea benefits me, right? If doesn't, and we don't need to believe any of that. And sometimes our mind gets wild and decided to talk about a lot of stuff to put our heart down, put my body down. I think there's a lot of power, and like, even like, in the morning, I comb my hair and it's like I notice gray hair, whatever, right? And then I used to judge or feel, bad about it. Now, like, I see it and it's like, body, I love you. Hair, I love you. You are safe with me. And from that softness and safety and that radical self-acceptance, I think our body feels seen and then our body starts to regenerate the new stuff. That's what I believe, right? It's all about accepting yourself where it is. And even though you don't like it, and it's okay. Just like, I love you anyways. I love myself anyways. And I go about your day and accepting yourself. Like, I'm willing to change. I'm changing myself. Okay. So let's go through that collective message today. Step 7, Scorpio. I sense what's real. Today is a Pisces day in the deep waters of Scorpio. That means intuition meets discernment, sensing meets truth, mystic meets mirror. The veil is already thin. Halloween approaches, but what's scarier than costume? But what's scarier than costumes is the performative personas people wear every day. And Scorpio, she doesn't tolerate performance. No. She peels it off with precision. Yes. The energetic self today, if you're sensing something is off, you're right. If someone's words don't match their field, Scorpio will expose it. If you've been holding back your intuition out of politeness, today will crack it wide open. I love everything I'm hearing. There's no mask thick enough to hide from today's truth. Pisces feels it and Scorpio calls it. This is the day of the silent seer and the unshakable boundary holder. If you feel uneasy around someone today, trust it. If you sense something isn't aligned, you're not imagining it. You're sensing it because it's real. And today your body becomes your oracle. Scorpio teaches us that truth isn't always comfortable, but it's always clean. How's that? That is powerful message right there. You know, truth can be very uncomfortable. And speaking of truth can be very uncomfortable. But that's the only way to make inner peace within. You don't need to make peace outside. You make peace inside. And that is something that I'm working on. That's why I'll speak up. And people misunderstand me. People overlook me. Even that. But it's like, you know what? It doesn't matter. And here comes my powerful affirmation. Even when no one understands me, even when no one sees me, I see myself, I understand myself, and that's enough. And every time I say it, I can calm myself down, right? Because our ego just wants to be seen and want to be this, it could be that your inner child wants to be seen, loved, but wants attention and wants to be the best of best. But at the same time, you don't need to prove anything. Your essence is already enough. How do you show up to the world? That's what matters. And at the end of the day, I think this also comes to my teaching and Shintoism, my culture. I think it's, Shintoism, there's no deity. I mean, there are some, but if you go to shrine, you will only find a mirror at an altar. And this mirror is meant to reflect your truth. So if you are masking and there's a distortion, it will mirror back right at you. And so I think it's really about when you face your truth, we need to remove anything that we're not so that we can see the truth. So we have to remove our ego to see the truth, right? When the ego is acting up, we need to calm our ego down by comforting. And that's why I use this affirmation. Even when no one sees me, even when no one understands me, I see myself, I understand myself, and that's enough. And that's how you can choose yourself. That's how you can choose your heart. That's how you can choose your truth right here, right now. Yeah. And if you're sensing something off, or if you're sensing someone is off, we gotta trust that. Go with that. Go with the vibe always. Go with the frequency, right? It's not about the credibility of this person or what's on the paper. We gotta really go with the feeling, right? Yeah. And then I love what this says. What says here? What's scarier than costumes is the performative personas people wear every day. Yeah, we all have our masks, and that was our armor and protection. And we're saying that there's nothing to perform. I'm a dancer and I teach dance. And for me, performance changed so much over time, how I perform, how I show up to the world. I choose presence over performance now, and I show up with my essence. I don't need to prove to or to do more. Just means, act from the heart, right? And so Scorpio is not playing games here. Scorpio is revealing what is untrue. So really, if someone has so much armor, masks, it just slips off. What's scary than costumes? It's the performative personas people wear every day. Yeah. And we all do. But are you aware of that, right? Let's start with that. And I am aware when I'm put on the mask and trying to look shinier than I am, right? When the ego gets triggered, if someone tried to test you. And now I stop myself. It's like right there. You know what? I don't need to do any of this. I just show up because this is who I am. So yeah, it's there's a powerful things about just being comfortable with this uncomfortable truth, right? And because the truth isn't always comfortable, but it's always clean. I like to make my fascia clean, so I stay clean. I stay, true to myself. And anything that I feel off, I do speak up. And that truth, it is not always pleasing other people, right? The truth can be very uncomfortable if they are super distorted, and they distort my narrative, and then they project so much. But I'm like, no, spirits protect me. I am stay true to myself. And when you don't need to prove your self-worth no more, right? And so as you speak up your truth, you just keep going forward with your truth. And, you don't need to do anything anymore. You don't need to fight against that. It's just that distortion will reveal itself. And that's the mask that's slipping. And that's already happening in this fierce Scorpio season, right? We don't need to do anything anymore. And that's why I started to embrace this Scorpio season, right? Scorpio seasons is spicy, cutthroat, speak your truth. But there's a lot of rawness and vulnerability to that. But at the same time, this is, you can't just be like happy all the time. You got to speak up your truth and say what's right. Keep your peace, not outside. We don't need to be a people pleaser to keep your peace, right? Keep your peace inside and keep your connection with the divine so sacred and so clean that there's nothing more important than that, really, right? There's nothing more important than that. Stay in your truth. Stay with the connection with your real self, higher self, and the divine and Mother Earth. And this is where I live. Okay, that being said, let's finish with the right hand on your heart, left hand on the top of your head. Just feel your body. We harmonize all parts of ourselves. All parts of ourselves are working together. All parts of ourselves have personality. But also, we know that, okay, you're safe with me. I'm safe with you. Let's work together. So, breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Very good. Repeat after me. Hello, brain. Hello, mind. Hello, ego. Hello, inner child. Hello, body. Hello, fascia. Hello, heart. Hello, all parts of me. Thank you for working together in harmony. I love our collaboration. Our inner peace, inner balance, inner beauty are intact, unshakable, unbreakable. All parts of me are seen, felt, cared, met, loved, nurtured by me. I see you, and you are safe with me. Thank you for protecting me. I don't need to carry anything anymore. I choose to be light. I choose to shine. I am safe. I'm guided. I'm protected. I'm enough. My presence is enough. My essence is enough. I am worthy. I'm worthy of perfect health, amazing life, perfect love, perfect relationship that honor me, respect me, unlimited abundance. Money loves me. I love myself. I appreciate myself. I am lovable. My life is for joy. My body is for joy. It's not selfish to choose myself. That's the only truth. That's the only way. I love myself. I choose myself. I'm confident. Nothing to prove. No more gripping. No more clenching. No more bracing. And out. That was good. Okay. Yeah, I feel good. That's literally the meditation, but also affirmations. And if you do that every single day, also join me. Really shift something in you. And I literally show up for myself every day. This is how I believe I got myself out of like chronic depression or chronic, sabotage. Because you gotta choose yourself, no one will choose you. And the more you choose yourself, the better, more everyone else will choose you. So let that be the truth, and your essence is enough. And thank you guys for joining. Today is Pisces day in Scorpio, and we are sensing, and the veil is thin between spirituality, the spiritual realm, and the physical reality. So what is perceiving? Let us use our powerful boundaries and discernment. Anything that makes you feel, okay, that makes sense, it's truth. And anything that makes you feel some sort of off, that is not true. So you don't have to take that in. You don't need to observe. And power is in you. I'm sending you guys so much love. Okay, my heart is getting better. I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.